closer each other.
No, it's fine. Okay, so we will start with the introduction, maybe. Your name, which school you come from, or do you currently work? A quick introduction.
For me? Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Arman Yusuf. I'm working as a lecturer on the University of Budiluhur, as well as working independently as a data scientist lecturer on the several academic.
Hello, my name is Felicia Carissa. I'm from Universitas Multimedia Nusantara, and I'm currently a Bachelor of Computer Engineering students, and I am in my 6th of semesters right now. That's it.
Oke, nama saya Resta Nurusoba. Saat ini saya berkuliah di Telkom University semester 8 dan saya juga sedang melakukan internship di Telkom Divisi Digital Service.
Okay. We'll just so this interview we'll just use like a panel kind of so that the three of you can speak one after another. If you wanna, there's no order in which one should go first. I'll just ask the questions according to the order that we sent you. And if you have anything to add, just feel free to do so, yeah? So, question, are you currently, so not you, I guess these two, are you currently looking for a job?
Well, I'm actually currently looking for an internship for my 6 semesters, and yes, I'm looking for a job.
Saya sendiri mungkin ya setelah selesai melaksanakan internship di Telkom di bulan Juni mungkin saya tertarik untuk looking for opportunity.
Great. And can you tell me about your experience with this event? So you've done 1.5 day, more or less 2 days of events. Can you tell me your experience?
So I came here from zero knowledge about the AWS, and I think was a good opportunity for me to understand about the technology. So the first day were giving me more light on how the service from Amazon, and I found that it's very interesting, as I know several of my colleagues were having difficulties to handle such of the large infrastructure, and I found that it's very easy for us to deploy the machine, the virtual machines, things, hardware, just like configuring something. So that's an interesting thing that I found these past 2 days.
Okay, so I actually agree with Mr. Yusuf, and as a student, I'm also having like a difficulty of setting a server and stuff because we don't have it in class. So as like an extra class or bootcamp here, it's really valuable for us as we can do our final projects easily without any like difficulties like having to search independently about how to set up a server and stuff. So it's really good.
Ya, saya bersyukur berkesempatan untuk ikut acara ini. Kebetulan di kampus sendiri, saya mungkin belum mendapatkan pengenalan mengenai cloud computing. Jadi mungkin dengan ikut acara ini saya bisa lebih tahu dan lebih paham, terutama untuk cloud AWS.
So have you guys had a chance to look at AWS Educate program? Do you have access to AWS Educate?
Yeah. So before we enroll to the program, we are required to make an account, and we found that it is easy to create such of account, and the information given on the email and the website is clear.
Yeah, actually this is the very first step of me that using the app AWS Educate, and it's really helpful.
Ya, websitenya sendiri memang sangat mudah untuk diakses. Selain itu juga saya menyelesaikan beberapa batch. Di situ ada 101 cloud computing dan cloud literacy.
Can you be more specific? So have you actually logged into the portal, AWS Educate? Have you used it? Any feedback on the actual user interface, or is that helpful in a way or not helpful? Have you gone through the AWS console, through the Educate? Is that easy to do, and does that help you with your learning? Because it's a self-service model.
Okay, frankly, I personally just used this for 2 days, and so far I'm really like comfortable using that because the user experience is really good. They make it very clean and very usable, and like you don't have any difficulties of seeing it like too small or too big or too large, or having a wrong color displacement and something like that. So so far it's really good.
Yeah, and I agree that the presentation of the material is presented in kind of the multimedia. So it's give the like a face to face, but it is online. So this kind of new e-learning strategy give us the ability to understand the presented materials quickly.
Untuk layanannya sendiri saya pikir sudah cukup mudah untuk diakses. Saya juga sempat mencoba AWS-nya sendiri dan itu tak banyak perbedaan gitu. Dan implementasinya sendiri cukup banyak yang bisa dieksplor dan saya cukup banyak belajar dari itu.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about the difficulty level? Is it too technical or too easy, too difficult, or is it the right amount of right level of difficulty for the training in 2 days?
So as I see the training materials, I feel that I'm okay with that because I came from the technical background, but in the circumstances where the one that came to the training came from non-technical and non-infrastructure, maybe they have a challenge to really understand the technical terms because AWS using the terms that probably new for some people, so that's what I'm thought.
Okay, actually for me, because I'm also coming from the technical background, and it's not really that technical, but not really that general. So for the speaker, he like explained everything is so generally, and it's good for us. But maybe for some technical background students, it's not really that deep. So yeah.
Dari saya sendiri, saya rasa komposisinya pas. Jadi untuk teknikalnya ada dan penjelasannya juga cukup detail, dan karena mungkin tadi saya juga backgroundnya dari teknikal dan sempat beberapa kali mencoba service cloud computing, jadi bagi saya itu tidak terlalu sulit.
Is there anything we could improve for your learning experience for the first 2 days? Anything we could do better?
Time management, because we feel that we lack of the time accurate when we running the class, so we waiting for few moments that probably it's better for us to do something, learning this and that, so I can capture more when we get back home.
Maybe for me, make more practices like a hands-on lab, because I think we only did have like 2 practices.
Yeah.
On the lab, and maybe like by increasing more practices for us, it's more easier for us to get what they really talk about.
Kalau saya sendiri mungkin tadi saat pembelajaran terkendalanya lebih ke power di daya untuk laptop paling gitu.
Yeah.
Great. So I know that you all have background in IT or computer science or IT related. Would you be able? Are you going to look for jobs in this category or a new category or something else? Have we done anything to change your perception of the future of jobs, so on and so forth? Maybe not for you, but for the students. Have we given you any new idea for either a startup, entrepreneurship, right, or your perception of jobs for your future?
Oke, mungkin dari 2 hari pelatihan ini sih cukup banyak bayangan kayak kedepannya tuh kesempatan untuk berkarir seperti apa gitu, dan ternyata bidangnya cukup luas. Ataupun misalkan kita mau buat usaha sendiri di bidang cloud computing juga sepertinya sangat memungkinkan.
Okay, Okay, so for me, maybe because I'm interested in a little bit of like a machine learning, so and I saw that AWS really like support it, and I really want to like look more into it because I see that AWS is really provide every services that maybe we need.
The accelerated machines.
Yes.
For the learning, machine
Yes.
learning. Yeah. I remember that as well.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think this kind of bootcamp events or the AWS Educate program could probably potentially change your students' perception of, future jobs for the future, different technologies, so on and so forth?
Yeah, I see that somehow it will change everyone that working in the infrastructure as a physical things, like they're working with the router, they're working with the load balancer, this hardware and everything, and suddenly it changed that they don't have to work with it again. So in the future, I believe that it will change, and it needs to be considered by any academic level that they probably need to have kind of the cloud computing on their subject of the lectures or something like that.
So have we taught you something different today that you haven't learned from university? So maybe firstly answer me that is this something that is similar to what you learn at university? If not, why do your university not teach these kind of knowledge or skills? Have you learned something new today?
Okay, so we did some like setting up a server, but it's only local. And here, like I just experienced for this like the first time that I really setting up the real server like in the cloud. So this is something new for me. So it's more like how we implement what we did in the class. So this is the real case of the cloud computing, like that.
So your class teaches about cloud computing,
Yes.
but you've never had practice experience.
True.
What about the industry related? So do your class teach AWS or Google or Microsoft, any company industry relevant courses
No,
about cloud computing?
we haven't get it in the class. So there's no like AWS or Google and stuff like that. We haven't done.
Untuk kampus saya sendiri sebetulnya untuk masuk ke kurikulum cloud computing itu belum ada. Tapi kita punya lab atau research group yang mana di pembahasannya ada salah satunya cloud computing. Dan 3 tahun yang lalu kita sudah sempat mengadakan seminar mengenai cloud computing fundamental yang mana di dalamnya praktek menggunakan TriStack.
As for me, as the subject of my lecturing is not really related to the infrastructure, it's more to the other things. However, I see that in my university they provide the subject similar to the cloud computing, but it is not actually providing the creating the infrastructure itself, but more to the things applied on top of it. So there's other names on the cloud computing that provided to the students as well, and also in my university we are now using the e-learning technology as a part of our daily education service. So it's just a different kind of the cloud computing that provided here today and what we seeing on our university.
Okay. What kind of benefits would you foresee in the future from programs like AWS Educate and from events like this? Would you see some benefits for you in the future, and what are they?
Kalau saya sendiri pastinya menambah banyak pengalaman dan pembelajaran. Lalu selain itu mungkin menambah portofolio, seperti misalkan kalau saya menyelesaikan suatu course di AWS Educate, saya bisa menambahkan itu ke CV saya. dan mungkin itu bisa menambah kesempatan berkarir saya untuk jadi lebih baik.
Okay, so since in my field of study, like we have like a final project that we have to make something in the IoT field, so it really helps us how to do the cloud computing. It really help our final project.
As me, I'm thinking from the other perspective as I working with other college outside of the university, working with the commercial things, then we found that this changed the way they need to provide or to provide the infrastructure. I mean, that these new things may a thing they need to look over and found and do calculation whether this will benefit them in the term of cost and the effectivity of impact to the business.
So have you experienced today that the events or the Educate program sparked any idea for new products or services that you would like to build on for, as either an IT professional or a startup owner in the future?
Sebenarnya kalau dilihat itu kita bisa mengembangkan banyak hal. Salah satunya tadi juga ada dukungan microservices, dan kebetulan tugas akhir saya itu mengenai microservices, yang mana mungkin saya bisa mencoba untuk melakukan deployment di Amazon Web Service.
Okay, actually back in the college, like we have the technopreneurship, and for me, like before I came into this AWS Educate bootcamp, I thought it was impossible, but after we had the bootcamp, I think it's possible, and it's really like broad to have the opportunity to make a startup, something like that, new business.
And for me, I saw the great impact to the new area. I like to working with the data science things, so this machine learning is fascinating me. So when the first day we found that Amazon Web Service provide the configuration for the machine learning. So it sparks me an idea that now it makes me possible to create the model of business that I can translate it into things that workable on the cloud, running it and giving them as a web service, for example, to other application that needs it, without I need to provide any hardware, without me providing any infrastructure. It's just a snap, 5 minutes, and it's available to my customer. So yeah, that's give me a spark of an idea.
Great, thank you. Any other things that you want to comment or provide to us?
I just want to say thank you to AWS Educate, because it's really a valuable opportunity for us as a college students, and please come again and like help longer bootcamp for us.
Yeah, I also would like to say thanks to Universitas Indonesia that providing this to us. I know this hassle of things serving us 100 people coming every day. So thanks a lot for the generous, and we see the really nice green environment here, so nice, and for the department Dikti that providing, and they let us know about this event so we can enroll to the program. And
ya, mungkin dari saya tadi, terima kasih lagi untuk AWS untuk menyelenggarakan acara ini yang pasti sangat bermanfaat untuk kita.
Any questions for you?
Maybe I will just add one more question. What do you think you want to learn more about cloud computing that it has not been covered in this event, in this bootcamp?
I'm interested in IoT and machine learning as well. Maybe those two topics that we haven't covered in the AWS.
yeah, I heard that Alexa will run shortly,
Yes.
so we are eager to know that. And IoT, I believe that things new that it give us many ideas, sparks.
Yeah, it
That
really
will be
supports 4.0 in
yeah,
Indonesia.
yeah.
Ya mungkin karena perkembangan industri 4.0 juga dan katanya bakal ada rapid massive untuk IoT, mungkin itu juga akan sangat menarik untuk dibahas.
Yeah, that's all.
Fantastic. Okay.